47 Rare Colorized and AI Enlarged History Photos You Must See Part 8.
Subscribe for daily content. Support this channel so it can grow. Join my Patreon to see exclusive videos and photos.
47 Rare Colorized and AI Enlarged History Photos You Must See Part 8. Two cooks of the 2nd Australian Battalion preparing bully beef rissoles for the evening meal. Ypres, World War I. 3. Battle of Britain, the 10th of July to the 31st of October 1940. A Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1A of No. 19 Squadron, Royal Air Force, being rearmed between sorties at Foulmere, Cambridgeshire. 4. Empress Alexandra of Russia, having her likeness modelled in clay, 3 years before the Revolution of 1917. 5. HRH Princess Elizabeth watching parachutists during a visit to airborne forces at Netheravon Airfield, Salisbury, Wiltshire in England in the run-up to D-Day. 19 May 1944. 6. Winston Churchill and his wife, Clementine, on board a Naval Auxiliary Patrol vessel during a visit to the London docks, 25 September 1940. 7. Following the death in January 1942 of her great-great-uncle and godfather, the Duke of Connaught, Princess Elizabeth was appointed on 24 February to succeed him as the Colonel of the Grenadier Guards. 8. Route 90, August 1942 by Gordon Parks. 9. Sergeant Slaughter inspects the Tommy gun which had jammed when he needed it most, but he still killed 3 enemies, wounded many more and captured 7. Italy, 9 January 1944. 10. Albert Einstein playing a violin, circa 1930. 11. King George VI riding with his daughters Princess Elizabeth, later Queen Elizabeth II, and Princess Margaret, in Windsor Great Park 21 April 1939. 12. Flying Blind Flight Lieutenant Jeffrey F. Morley Mower in Hawker Hurricane TAC. R Mark 1, Z4641 Olive 2, of No. 451 Squadron RAF. Despite the fact he had been wearing glasses since the age of 11, Morley Mower believed he too could become an RAF pilot. Late 1941. 13. German Albatros DV, serial number D2359/17 LTN. Otto Homuth, Jaster 23B, which was forced to land at Fushi, being examined by British servicemen, 7 March 1918. 14. German surrender at Lüneburg Heath 4 May 1945. The senior members of the German delegation, General Admiral Hans-Georg Friedeburg, Rear Admiral Gerhard Wagner and General Eberhard Kinzel arrived to deliver a letter from Field Marshal Keitel offering to surrender Army Group Vistula. 15. Oskar Schindler, in 1963 German industrialist and a member of the Nazi Party who is credited with saving the lives of 1,200 Jews during the Holocaust. Subject of the 1982 novel, Schindler's Ark, and its 1993 film adaptation, Schindler's List. 16. First woman to go into space, Valentina Tereshkova. In 1963, she spent almost 3 days in space and orbited Earth 48 times in her space capsule, Vostok 6. 17. Supermarine Spitfire Mark IIA, P8147 YTW East India Squadron, of No. 65 Squadron RAF. In the cockpit is Sergeant Swatopluk Stula, RAFVR 787184, the 11th of July 1917 to the 8th of November 1941. Winston Churchill, cigar in mouth, gives his famous V sign during a visit to Bradford Lister's Mill on December 4, 1942. Tsar Nicholas II and King George V in German military uniforms, Berlin, 1913. John Lennon and Yoko Ono bought a large billboard in Times Square in 1969 declaring that "war is over if you want it." Marian Rejewski was responsible for the initial analysis that enabled exploitation of the German Enigma cryptographic machine. Without his breakthroughs, which he provided to the French and British in 1939, the UK and US may have never been able to exploit Enigma. Trick or Treat, Children Wearing Grotesque Heads, 1940s, Happy Halloween. Niels Bohr, 1955, Danish physicist and Nobel Prize laureate who made fundamental contributions to understanding atomic structure and quantum theory. Beatrice Tilly Schilling OBE PhD MSc Seng, the 8th of March 1909 to the 18th of November 1990. If it weren't for a young engineering graduate who innovated the solution to a carburetor problem on the Spitfire and Hurricane Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, Britain might have lost World War II almost before it had even begun. A German immigrant girl waits to be processed at Ellis Island, New York, 1926. 100 years ago, street scene in Antwerp, Belgium, showing citizens turning out for celebration a few hours after the Germans surrendered and an end of World War I, the 11th of November 1918. 1915 French soldiers and Red Cross Mercy dogs before departing for the front, Tuileries Gardens, Place de la Concorde Gate, Paris, France. General Weygand, Admiral Weems and Marshal Foch after signing the armistice with Germany to mark the end of World War I. 'The wreck of the Dmitry of Narva, which was the inspiration for Bram Stoker's Dracula in 1887. In the book he renamed the ship the Demeter of Varna. 30. Whitby, England, about 1900. Frank Meadow Sutcliffe, English, 1853 to 1941. 31. The 1st of November 1960, the Reverend Vernon Mitchell visits numerous strip clubs in Soho to determine what should be censored. 32. A Meal on Wheels, France, 1917. 33. King Edward VII and Tsar Nicholas II pass by operation team on the yacht Standard, 1908. 34. Battalion of the Durham Light Infantry, World War I. 35. The Edward Campbell Whitby, England, 1880s, Frank Meadow Sutcliffe, 1853 to 1941. 36. A gunner of the 451st Bomb Group, 15th Air Force with a dog mascot before a mission in his B-24 Liberator serial number 42-78465 nicknamed Patches. Handwritten on image, gunner before mission. 1943–45. 37. 1 century ago, the return of Romania's King Ferdinand and Queen Marie to Bucharest. 1 December 1918. Today, Romanians celebrate 100 years since Romania's Great Union Day. The national holiday, Happy B-Day Romania. Smiley face. 38. Leonid Rogozov cutting out his own appendix. 30 April 1961. Why didn't he wear sterile gloves? From Wikipedia, the first disposable latex medical gloves were manufactured in 1964 by Ansell. They based the production on the technique for making condoms. So although invented in the 19th century, they weren't manufactured on an industrial scale until 3 years after this incident. (39) Old San Juan, Puerto Rico ca. 1900. 40. King George VI congratulates Flight Lieutenant A.C. Deer on decorating him with the Distinguished Flying Cross at Hornchurch, Essex. To the King's left stands Air Chief Marshal Sir Hugh Dowding, Air Officer Commander-in-Chief, Fighter Command, 27 June 1940. 41. Dmitry Ivanovich Mendeleev, Russian chemist and inventor, the 8th of February 1834 to the 2nd of February 1907, circa 1890. 42. Unloading bananas from steamer, New Orleans ca. 1900. Close-ups in comments. 43. Christopher Robin and his fiancée Leslie de Selincourt, 21 April 1948. 44. Regent Street, London. 1960. The tradition of decorating Regent Street with Christmas lights began in 1954 after the Daily Telegraph reported that London looked drab at Christmas. 45. The Hello Girls, the women who ran the World War I switchboards, 6 members of the U.S. Army Signal Corps preparing to ship off for France in 1918, where they and 217 other women served as switchboard operators. 46. The statue of Lady Justice, the Old Bailey, London. In 1937 the statue was re-gilded in preparation for the coronation of King George V. 47. Johann Strauss II and Johannes Brahms, Bad Ischl, Austria 1894.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment, like and subscribe. Support the channel so I can bring you more content. Thank you again.